Hey, welcome back again, and I'm going to talk about clear up some issues here, because some people have really gotten on my case about how Ferdinand Marcos got his gold, and a lot of people truly believe it was through Yamashitas gold. But Roger Rojas' lawyers and a few other people working for the Philippine government actually had to do investigations and try to find Marcos's money. And they decided that it may or may not be true, but gold was a factor in Marcos's wealth. I'm not saying the Japanese did not bring gold to the Philippines, because the Nazis in Germany had a lot of gold that they stole, and the Japanese probably stole a lot too. But let's just look at the facts, and then you can decide for yourself where the gold came from. So, when Ferdinand Marcos was president of the Philippines, he made an estimated $5,000 per month as the president of the Philippines. $5,000. That's only about $400 per month. And when he left office, he was estimated to be worth over $10 billion. So he always claimed that he got his wealth through Yamashitas gold, and Imelda even said that Marcos made a lot of money trading gold. So people are always wondering where he got it. So when he arrived at Hickam Air Force Base after being deposed, he had over 300 crates of personal belongings. And of those personal belongings, 278 were Imelda's jewelry. So there was only 22 crates of personal belongings, but it was also that 22 crates was $1.3 million worth of Philippine pesos. And then there was a certificate of deposit of $1 million cash, and gold certificates worth over $1 billion. And the U.S. government confiscated about 90% of everything. There was a few personal items that were returned to him, like a gold belt buckle, a Gucci suitcase, and stuff like that. And about December 3rd to March of '86, December 3rd, 1985 to February 19th, 1986, Ferdinand Marcos wired out $94 million to 3 Swiss bank accounts. That would have been Bank Hoffman, Society Bank Swiss, and Union of Bank Swiss, and also to 5 other banks in Geneva and Luxembourg, and a Swiss company, Trans Ammonia AG. So the last 3 months of Marcos's presidency, he wired out of the country over $94 million. So right after the deposal of Marcos, the Philippine government asked the United States government to come in and help look for money or whatever was looted by Marcos. So a man named Jim Burke was the chief security officer at the U.S. Embassy in Manila, and he searched into the Malacañang Palace. And he went into Imelda's bedroom and found a trap door or a hidden room or something to that effect. And that's where he found 35 suitcases locked and taped up. These were stuff that was not brought to the United States. And when he opened them up, this is where they found out about the looting of the Philippine treasury by Ferdinand Marcos and the Marcos family. And they talked about Swiss bank accounts, New York bank, real estate holdings, their holding, jewelry excess of $10 million, and their names, William Saunders for Ferdinand Marcos and Jane. They found that their aliases, so they could actually look up and find out. They could actually go into find the bank accounts in Switzerland and other stuff using their names. And so Cory Aquino, the new president, had to sign Executive Order Number 1 on February 26, 1986, and established the Philippine Council on Good Government, and it was supposed to look for the lost money that Ferdinand Marcos took out of the country. And a few days later, she signed Executive Order number 2, which froze all the Marcos assets worldwide. So within a month after the Marcos family had left the Philippines, it was discovered that Amy, Ferdinand's daughter, kept an office in Mount Mandaluyong in EDSA. And having a search warrant, they went to Camp Crane to enlist several military members to go into the property and search it. And while inside, they found cardboard boxes, filing cabinets, and offshore companies that the Marcos family owned, and investment firms that helped launder money for the Marcos family. And it showed the staggering looting of the Philippine economy by the Marcos family. And it also found a copy of a KL cargo airway bill from 1983, and 27 to 30 shipments of gold between December 1981 and July of 1985 have been made by the Marcos to secure liquidation and meet its foreign payments. The amount of money raised from the sales could not be established, or because the central bank refused to give information. So within a month, an Australian metal broker reported to the PCGG that Andrew Tan offered to sell him 2,000 tons of gold in late 1985, and he said it was part of a World War II loot that was stolen by the Japanese and they discussed the sale.